Friday, everybody.
Hey, Ames.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
So I'm going to hit you guys with some questions today. We're all going to get to know each other a little bit better. Doesn't that sound fun?
No.
Well, you guys told me I was in charge, so I'm gonna field you guys some questions today. Oopsie.
Okay.
This is for each one of you guys. What is your favorite movie? And this is a two-parter, so be careful what you choose.
Oh,
that's a difficult one. I would say you'd have to almost break it down by genre. One movie that I really love is Tremors.
Oh,
and not because it's like a great work of art, but it's very rewatchable. And it's fun. It's well acted, underappreciated monster movie.
I like it.
Yeah, because there's so many. Because there's also what's your favorite comedy? What's your favorite drama?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Tremors is a good rewatch for me.
I definitely have a top 5, and number 1 would be Jaws. It's just my go-to. You put that on, on the 4th of July weekend, and man, life is good.
I love 4th of July weekend is the time frame you choose for that.
It's like the summer movie. It feels like summer starts when you put Jaws on.
Jaws is one of those movies you can leave on anytime. There should be a Jaws channel where it just plays 24 hours.
Well, it is. It's
that and Shark Week.
If you're channel flipping and you come across Jaws at any point in the movie, you just stop and watch the rest of it.
Yeah,
no, you got
guaranteed.
To. You have to.
I just learned an interesting fact about Jaws, actually. I guess during the end credits, it's the credits are over a beach.
Yeah.
You can, in the distance, you can see Brody and Richard Dreyfuss's character actually wash back to shore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that.
It shows them getting back to the island.
Yeah, but they're way far in the background. I never actually knew.
Yeah, they're pretty tiny. Yeah.
They're super teeny, and I just learned that on a meme or something. Taught me that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jared. I got this weird lag too, by the way. I don't know what. It's driving me crazy, but are you guys seeing it?
A little bit. It's not too bad.
A little bit, but you sound fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll suffer through the Max Headroom interpretation of me. Anyway, Jaws. Jaws is it. Now, there's guilty pleasure movies. You know, the ones you don't want to admit in polite company that you like. So we were talking about that before we came on. Yeah. I'll admit it. I like DC Cab. I can't help it. I liked it when I was a kid. It's a cool movie. It's got the Barbarian Brothers in it. What's not to like about it? It's got Gary Busey in it. He's driving a cab, for Christ's sake. It's awesome.
DC Cab.
But it's a guilty pleasure. But Jaws is my serious. Close Encounters too. I can watch Close Encounters like that, where just it doesn't matter what's going on. Like you were saying, Jared, if it's 4th of July, if it's a lazy Saturday afternoon and it's 4:00 and Close Encounters comes on. Oh yeah, I'm
You're going to sit down and watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not moving. Everything else is on pause after that. But yeah, Jaws, Close Encounters, and then come the guilty pleasures. How about you, Amy? Since you brought it up, go.
So I also have a tie. It is my serious favorite, and I'm not, since I was a little bitty, Empire Strikes Back. I truly thought it was a standalone movie until I was 8 years old, and my father looked at me and was like, "I have done you a disservice, child. Watch A New Hope. Here is Return of the Jedi." But my kind of alternate just love and could rewatch it every day is The Princess Bride. And so
Princess Bride has a good rewatch.
That's also been one of my favorites since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I told you guys this was a 2-part question and told you to be careful what you wished for. If you could make one prop, statue, or something of our industry from that favorite movie, what would it be?
I already own it. I can show you the one thing I wanted from Tremors.
That's kind of beautiful.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's actually this might be a 2-parter because the second one isn't actually from Tremors. So I have Burt Gummer's screen used hat from Tremors 2, which is the one thing I really wanted most from that movie was because Burt Gummer is the greatest movie character of all time. So I have his screen used hat and the background VHS Burt Gummer Monster Hunter VHS tape.
There you go.
Nice.
Wow.
That's great.
Also, hey, hold
Oh,
up.
wait, there's more.
There's more.
You can't have Burt Gummer without some actual spent Burt Gummer shells from Tremors.
No,
That's
those
awesome.
aren't spent. Those are
Dude.
live. Those are live
those
blanks.
are these
Yeah,
live blanks?
see that crimped edge? It's a
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Keep that one out.
Don't worry, Amy already blew it out.
Yeah, I dropped something real bad last week. Sorry, guys.
That's
It's shocking. Amy's been the one. Amy's been the one to go off the rails on us once or twice.
Well, I did just find out I was manhandling live ammo. Apparently,
is
least they're
the
blanks.
is there a little
let
dent?
play with it and
Is there a little
Yeah.
round dent on the back of the primer? Oh yeah, okay.
No,
That's good. You're good.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so with the hat, the guy got the hat actually got it from Michael Gross, and to have the letter he wrote along with the hat, and he sent along a bunch of shells with it.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
think
the
I have
mail.
some graboid.
That's cool.
I have some graboid teeth over there too.
Oh,
I
from the
can't think
actual.
I can't think any. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Oh, nice.
Let me see. Hold on again.
I can't think of while Tyler steps away. I can't think of what I would want to do if money was no object. I would recreate the orca.
Graboid teeth.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
I really like Tremors.
Look how happy he is. Tyler's found life talking about Tremors. He's like, yay.
That is a great movie. It's
It
truly
is.
rewatchable.
This is the one thing I would really love to get autographed, and he does shows so infrequently that it's always hard to line it up. But I would love to get him to sign this.
Is there
I've even
anything
reached out to him on
that tape?
Facebook. I doubt it. I think it's just a blank. It's probably something like gross. Like it's just.
You've never
Now
watched
you
it?
have to find out. Now you
Yeah.
have to put it in.
Tyler's got some odd stuff that he can pull out in his museum of the obscure. Did you guys?
I have a prop for my guilty pleasure horror movie is probably Lair of the White Worm. Have you all seen that?
What do you
With
got?
Hugh Grant,
I've
a young
seen
Hugh
it.
Grant. Yeah.
What do you have from it though?
Oh, dude.
Can't imagine.
Hold up.
Here it goes.
I
You see,
love
like the
this
ladder.
right now.
the
This
slide
is a
ladder
great
will go
question.
across the-
Also screen used.
Oh wow!
Whoa,
What am I even looking at right now?
that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Put it away. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I couldn't make. I'm with Jared. I mean, if you could make something from Jaws and money was no object, of course you'd recreate the orca and park it in the middle of your swimming pool.
Well, I would recreate it, and I would actually offer like tours around Nantucket Island. That'd be my business.
That'd
Orca
be
tours.
awesome.
You just do charters.
Yeah, just charter around. People, I'd have costumes for people. All right. Yeah,
Yeah, that
you're
would-
going to be Quint, you're going to be Hooper, you're going to be Brody. And let's go.
That would
Sign
be
this
cool.
waiver. Let's go.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I would totally do that. I would totally take an orca tour.
Around
Yeah,
the tour.
man. Especially
There's
if I can
props.
hold license plates and have like
Yeah.
the outfits on and like
Mhm.
Live
That'd be
theater
great.
orca tour. Yes. Because
Okay.
I went to this live show one time in LA. It was Point Break live. So they recreate Point
Awesome.
Break, but
My
they pull
brother
some random
acted
guy
in that.
from. Oh,
He
yeah?
got pulled. Yeah.
Oh, nice. They pull some random person from the audience to be Keanu Reeves' character,
Mhm.
and they just have to go with what the other actors are doing. It's the best thing.
How have I never heard about this? This is the best
Right?
thing I've ever heard of in my life.
I want to do this.
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, my brother went and got pulled as Keanu.
Nice. And they don't give him any lines, right? He just has
No.
to.
You just have to go with it.
You either know the movie or you don't, or you just go with it.
Yeah. He
Point
just
Break's
keeps
another
going.
movie. And now
Are you
that you
serious?
brought it up, yeah, Point Break's another movie I could watch all the
Over and
time.
over. Yep.
Utah, give me two.
Mhm.
I could watch it, yeah, nonstop. But Close Encounters, there's a few things in there you could make. But man, you got to have some time and some money. So that's it.
Okay, Amy, what are you
That
making from
means
the Empire Strikes
kick
Back?
that means kick the jukebox, Amy, because we're not saying anything.
Okay, fair enough. If I could have anything from The Princess Bride, huh, um, that's the thing. I wouldn't personally want to make anything from Princess Bride. Like, I wouldn't want us to get the license for that because I love that movie too much that I don't want to live in it and
Yeah.
have to do the ins and outs of designing the props, and I just love it too much. I don't want to get it spoiled. And then of course, I mean, like of all the movies that I could also call my favorite, there's tons of stuff on the market from Empire. So it's it's we didn't necessarily have to make it because I could go get a Darth Vader helmet or I could go get any number of the lightsabers that I love and adore. But of course, obviously if we were gonna make Star Wars stuff, I would obviously want to go down that rabbit hole because, who doesn't want to work in Star Wars in
Well,
this
not even
industry?
just make it, just like one thing in the movie. If you could just have it.
Yeah, if I could have it, it would probably be a Darth Vader helmet that I could take apart and actually like have the helmet come down on the rest of the stuff that's on his head and everything, like have the actor's face kind of in there so that I could remove it and put it back on. Just because I would never be able to afford anything like that. So one item that I could have. Cool.
I would want a Fezzik. I would want Fezzik from.
Yes. Just a giant Fezzik. Andre the
Just-
Giant in your corner.
Just Andre the Giant to hang around and to carry me up ropes on his shoulders.
I always have so as a little child, since I'm killing time for Jared to get back on, I always
Can he
kind
get
of
back in
hoped.
here? There he is.
Yes, he can.
I'm trying to add up.
Sorry.
I got booted out.
But yeah, I always would love to have jumped out of a window and like, pretty lady, and, like jump into somebody's arms. Have always been too big for that, by the way. I'm like 5'9", in case anybody didn't know that. Not jumping out of windows on anybody.
Except
You
for
might
Andre
be
the
tall.
Giant.
Are you sure? You seem taller than 5'9". I mean,
I'm like actually 5'9", but if I'm in shoes of any kind, it's gonna add that inch or two kind of thing. I mean, I am like a legit 5'9", so
5'13".
yeah.
size Jack.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this next question kind of comes on the tail of what we were kind of talking about a minute ago. What is one prop that you would love to make, but it is either financially or technology impossible at the moment?
Yeah, it's the previous conversation. Yeah, it's
Giant functioning tremor worm.
That would be pretty sweet. For your rec room.
I mean, I was gonna go with something like a giant dune worm kind of thing. I mean, like actually,
mine would be more of a set. Like I love the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disney. It would be more of that. Like I'd like to recreate the boiler room, the library, going into the boiler room. This is if money was no object.
right?
What would my side of the house that Rhonda says, hey, do your crazy stuff over there and leave this somewhat suitable for company? I would do that. I'd try to recreate the library, the boiler room, the elevator facade, that sort of thing. In fact, I want to do that in my office. I just don't have any time. I'd love to do the elevator doors. If I could just get those done in the office, that'd be great.
Man, I think I'm with Ryland on that same idea, but it'd be a toss up between Pirates of the Caribbean or the Nautilus, which they still have that entire set, built out at Tokyo Sea in Tokyo Disneyland, which is awesome. Yeah, I would love to live in a room that's it feels like I'm in Disneyland.
Yeah, absolutely. Just recreate the atmosphere. It's just good for your soul.
Yes.
When you love something that much. I've got hotels at Disney that I love, like the Contemporary Hotel. It's the Contemporary Resort. It's just got a particular smell to it, a particular vibe. Not that you could so much recreate anything from it, but like Jared said, if you could take some of the rides, anything, the Haunted Mansion library, that'd be
Ooh,
super cool
yeah,
to have an office like that, something like that. Recreate that environment. And Jared, were you with us when I was going nuts over these? There's a company out of Orlando, and it just kind of speaks to what we're talking about with environments. They make these candles, and they're themed. The best way to describe it is like one of them is called like Pirate, and
yeah.
it has the smell of Pirates
Yep.
of the Caribbean. It literally has the bromine in the water smell, and
I've
the cannon smoke.
I've come across those like on Instagram and some other
Yeah,
social media channels where it's like, this smells like Pirates of the Caribbean. This smells like there's one that smells like the ET ride at Universal. There's one that smells
yes.
like Jaws, or yeah,
They've
yeah,
got yes, they do them at all the parks, and
yeah,
they've got like one that smells like Soarin'. There's one that smells again like the Contemporary. There's one that smells like the Haunted Mansion. It actually
yep.
smells dusty. And anyway, I think it's Magic Candle Company. So there's a
That
plug.
sounds that sounds right.
But I mean, they've got oils and but you can invoke that environment. It's pretty cool. I was driving Sean crazy for a little bit there, and I've got like 24 of these things in the office. There's always one going.
I love that about, you mentioned soaring over California. I
Mhm.
love that ride. That's one of my favorites, because when you fly over the orange groves, you get that
Yes.
citrus spray in the air.
Right.
Ah, so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Magic Candle Company, kind of neat. But to answer your question, Amy, yeah, mine would be more of a set.
Okay. Well,
Um,
now you've actually made me change my entire thought process of how I was looking at this question. Because if I had the talent that you guys do, I'm just not that good with my hands. I would create a theater room in my home that looked like the bridge of the Enterprise.
which Enterprise?
Hmm.
Ooh. Oh.
Can't just throw that out there. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to get dialed in.
There's a lot to choose from now.
Yeah, man. I
So,
think
so, so
it
we
would
should
be
probably explain to people, although we're recording this and Amy's turning into Andrew Dice Clay on us.
yeah.
Oh, this is normally this is when we're having our conversations, this kind of stuff just comes up. So it's a little easy to slip into nobody's watching mode.
Right.
Yeah, so, because this is what we drone on about, this kind of thing anyway. So in between work. So
I think I'd have to for the purpose of the theater room, because you'd kind of have to do 2 rows of chairs. I think you'd probably do the A. So you could have the three regular chairs. And then as the wraparound comes around, you could actually stack chairs behind that and kind of create like a bar stool on that wraparound.
Well,
So it would
that's the
still
next
work.
the next generation one.
No, I was thinking of the A from the original series.
Oh,
'Cause it's got that
60
red,
series.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
that red kind of wraparound that like frames all 3 of the
just
chairs.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There
I
is there's a guy, James Colley. He has in Ticonderoga, New York. He built something called Star Trek: The Original Set Tour, and it's a licensed operation. He built a replica of the Desilu Studios from 1966, and it's the complete bridge. I think he's got Captain Kirk's quarters,
Oh, that's cool.
the meeting room, and I think he's working on next generation too now, the Enterprise D bridge.
And
It's
the
awesome.
the
It's so
D
amazing.
bridge is beautiful. I think it, and I probably am more a next gen fan than a TOS just because I grew up with next gen. But I don't know, since you've got all those colors and kind of the bright background that you could kind of incorporate into a theater room, I think the original
Mm.
series bridge would look better.
okay.
Okay.
Tyler, you just sticking to your other stuff, or
I've always wanted like a Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes like library room with a fireplace.
Ooh, yeah.
I thought that'd be a really cool thing to have. And actually, I've been watching. I
I'm
just started
actually
watching.
imagining you in a high back chair with Burley.
Yeah, I've been watching Hannibal. I just started kind of catching up on that series, and his psychiatry office is very cool.
Oh, you know what's cool? Just announced for Fan Expo is Mads Mikkelsen. He'll be there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just saw
Wow.
it yesterday, I think.
I hadn't seen that yet.
Apparently, yeah.
He plays Hannibal in the TV series.
One
Yeah,
of our
no,
partners, Tyler, one of our partners, don't they represent him?
They represent Hannibal.
Or yeah, the IP.
It's the series, not the actor. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Because I'm instantly thinking of stuff I got to get signed now. I slip into fanboy mode and get that guy to
Matt
sign.
Nicholson's been in tons of stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. I'm watching the clock here. What else you got?
Yeah. So I got one more, and if we can fit it in too. What's a weird thing that you do in private that no one would expect you to do?
Crying.
Oh!
Lots of crying.
Drinking.
No, I think everyone expects
I write poems for my probation officer.
I'm on a watercolor exchange program with several inmates across the United States.
You know what's so funny about that?
It's probably true.
It's absolutely believable.
I know.
So Tyler, now you got to tell the Charlie Brown story real quick.
Yeah, it's hard to see. It's I'm trying to figure out how to point to it. It probably just looks like a big white block here.
Yeah.
But years ago, Amy has not.
I know it's coming. I'm sorry.
Yet. Years ago, whilst watching The Great Pumpkin, I thought it'd be fun to make. I made a series of. Actually, I just literally brought one out for to reference something else. So it's again like it's right here. So The Great Pumpkin came out in '66, and so I made a bunch of trading cards. Like if Topps made a Great Pumpkin trading card set, and they had this kind of weird TV border.
Uh-huh.
And I found the remaining because none of those actors are that old. They were all kids. They used actual kids, and so I found tried to track down the surviving voice actors, and I sent out the cards and see if I can get any of them returned signed. And Peter Robbins, who played Charlie Brown, was actually incarcerated at the time. But I did find out what prison he was in, so I sent the card to prison, and they confiscated it because it's the contraband to have what they called stickers. And so instead, he drew a picture of Charlie Brown in a prison outfit. And he signed it to Tyler from Peter Robbins, the OG Charlie Brown.
We got to get a close up of that and post it on social media later.
Collect calls from the prison.
No, it's a story for a different time.
Yeah, can you send me some ramen noodles?
Yeah, no, I can't. It's so like I can't. It's so wedged behind stuff. We'll post it to social at some point.
All right. So yeah, I love that story. So weird stuff around the
And
house.
it's actually the best part is the piece of paper is actually the contraband form. So on the back, it says why it was taken out and what it was, and it said contraband stickers, and he just wrote in quotes, "Good grief."
It's so great. All right.
Oh, yeah. You made his year.
All right. I'm trying to think. Legitimate stuff I do around the house. All right. Wait a minute. All right.
No one expects you to do.
What was that?
That no one expects you to do.
I hold my breath when I open the microwave. I always have. I don't know why.
Because of the radiation?
I don't know. It upsets me. Like if I'm in the kitchen and I'm standing next to the microwave, and Rhonda's got something in there cooking, and when people just open the microwave door when it's running. I know it's irrational. It just makes me uncomfortable. I mean, that's what this is about. Something odd that you might do when around your house. But even when I open the microwave, if I'm just alone, I I hold my breath for a second when I open the microwave. It's a quirk. I don't know why. I felt like sharing. There you go. I'm being honest. And then the other thing, I'm slightly afraid of ice cubes. I don't like the idea of ice cubes in my glass. Tyler, you've heard me talk about this before. So when you've got some big chunky ice cubes in your glass and you've just poured something warm in it, and you hear the cubes kind of cracking and fizzling, I have an irrational fear that one might explode and send a shard into my eye. So I'm uncomfortable around ice cubes. So yeah, I hold my breath when I open the microwave, and I'm uncomfortable with ice cubes in my face. Top that.
Jared.
I don't like odd numbers being displayed in the house. So
Okay. Like
if the thermostat is at 77, no. It has to be 78 or 76. If the timer on the microwave, like if somebody took something out, this is microwave related too. If somebody took something out and left the timer on at like 37 seconds, I'm like, oh no, that can't stand. Clear. If it's 36 seconds, I'd be like, whatever. It wouldn't even bother me. But if there's a number in the house that's odd and it can be changed, I'll change it back to an even number. I'm the same way in the car too. The thermostat in the car has to be an even number. The radio station, I don't like radio stations that are odd numbers. Like, no.
Yeah, yes.
There's
like that.
no 1077 the bone.
Nope. Right out.
No. I like you more having heard this. This is awesome.
I'm really loving this question right now.
This is great. All right,
that's my weird little quirk. Yeah.
And the only other weird thing I do is I do have a habit, and I've done it since I was a kid. For whatever reason, I will kick one sock off. I walk around the house with one sock on and one sock off. And I don't know why. I've always done it. Best I can figure, I'm trying to regulate my body temperature. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't matter. At any given time, you see me around the house, I'm going to have one sock on and one sock off.
This video can literally not hit 30 minutes fast enough at this point.
Yeah. Turn around.
Like our shutdown is, I am never looked at a clock. So
what's so funny is what few people we had watching these, it's officially done.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We were, and so everybody knows we're being made to do these anyway.
Oh.
It's
being forced.
The judge said either do these or, go to jail. We have to do them. Anyway, all right. What else, Amy?
So I was gonna say I'm with you on the sock thing, but I have to have both socks on or both socks off. I cannot have one sock on and one sock off. If I am in socks and I step in water or step on like a moist, floor mat or something, the socks have to go. Like yeah. I can't have wet socks.
Yeah, I feel like I can't let that slide. I feel like this is a normal thing. Yeah, you get wet socks, you take your socks off. What's something odd though? Something peculiar?
So ever since I was a kid, and I could not tell you why, if I'm in the car and I pass a graveyard, I hold my breath. And I actually didn't realize that I did that still to this day until you were talking about the microwave.
I've heard of that before, that people do that.
I think it must have been a game when I was a kid. Like if you were in the car with everybody, the last person to, be holding their breath or what. I'm sure it was some kind of childhood game.
Yeah, I like that there's a tunnel game where you do that. Like you hold
or lift your feet when you're going over railroad tracks.
Yeah. But
that's unfamiliar with that one.
The tunnel thing for sure.
It's completely unconscious until I'm driving. There's a huge cemetery called Restland in Dallas, and I live right next to it. So to go to the airport from my house, I have to pass by like a good half mile of cemetery.
There's traffic one day and Amy just dies.
Oh yeah, I'm just dead in my car. Obviously I do breathe, but I have caught myself like waiting at that red light going,
they're repainting the lanes.
Yeah, like why am I out of breath? What is going on here?
Dead.
Some guys broken with a stop and go sign. And
she's the first person who's ever held their breath to death.
I like how Restland.
I gotta tell you about what happened to Amy. Was she in traffic?
Yeah. We get the call. We get the call from her husband. She's like, guys, I have some news for you. And the first thing we say is like, traffic, huh? And he's like, how'd you know?
It happened.
Yeah.
We
Happened today.
we thought it might
We
one day.
thought we trained for this.
It's come to pass. Yeah. We had a manual on everything.
And probably another weird one that nobody
She couldn't
probably
reverse.
sees outside of my husband or my best friend. I sing my responses to people when I'm like super busy, but I'm excited. Like it doesn't happen when I'm stressed. But if I'm like getting ready for a party or something like that, and like I'm trying to move really quick and got a lot of stuff going on, if somebody asks me a question, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is just to sing it. So I do sing my responses to questions to my friends.
That's pretty good.
For example. No, not gonna go far.
Hey,
All right.
yeah, well, you have to
today.
sing us. You have to sing us out. We're
Well,
31 minutes. You got to
Tyler,
sing us
you
out.
didn't give us what
Oh, yeah,
your
Tyler, you didn't-
weird
no,
quirk
no.
was.
Dude, everything in here is weird. I don't know. There's something that really makes it like specific.
No, again,
weird.
this is something you do that's awkward.
Something
that
I
no
do
one
that's
expects.
awkward.
I shared deeply too. Like I'm gonna get
Yeah.
email from family members and stuff asking about them all day. I mean,
I don't really think I have something that no one would expect. I don't really do anything that weird.
dude, you are a cocktail of neuroses that makes up who you are. You have to do peculiar things
It's the
around.
Yeah, but I
people
don't like do anything weird.
I dare say you do, sir.
It's the people who make that statement that do the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
I was gonna say,
I
because if you don't provide one, we will get it from Courtney,
Yeah.
and then we will air your grievances next week.
don't know.
I like
I-
the
I-
good
I
burritos
mean,
and Play-Doh. You know?
Courtney thinks that like just me owning all of this stuff is super weird. So I guess there's just like levels of. I can't really function well if my hands are sticky.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think if my
I
hands
feel
are
you.
sticky, that's a no-go.
Like if you've had barbecue and then somebody says, all right, now go type up something. You're like, oh, no.
I've ever had barbecue and someone's like, touch your face a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Stick your hands in an
No,
oven.
Eat these ribs
I
and
have
then
a weird thing with like sticky hands. I just don't like it. It's just gross. It's a little like overly
Man.
tactile. And also highly unhygienic.
Okay. I was
So
gonna
now
say,
we know how to screw with Tyler. Yay!
Oh, that's hard when you have little kids and like they're like,
Yep.
hold this lollipop, and it's all like a drool pop. You're just like,
Oh.
oh,
it's got dog hair on it and
it's just
a
everything.
Band-Aid.
And- oh man, when we first moved to Bend during COVID, was like 2, and she just picked up this like water bottle someone had left in the river and was just drinking river water. And I look in there and it was from an old Snapple bottle, and then I
There's a
look, and there was just
hypodermic needle in
a
it.
Band-Aid floating in there. It was like early COVID.
yeah, COVID was the least of your worries.
She just didn't even like know. She just picked up a bottle from the ground and started drinking it. So it was just full of river water and a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Great.
I would have frozen in fear. I don't know if
I did. I was like, this is the end. This is like super COVID now.
That's fine.
You've
See,
got
and
extra
this is
COVID.
why I can't be a parent. You guys have just proven to me that I
Oh,
don't
it's
know
so
how I
bad.
would deal with
It's
that
so bad.
situation. I would just vomit right there and just put it
So
down.
we were
I don't
genuinely
know.
concerned. Like we don't. It's like, hey, it's like river water is not great. Like someone else's Snapple bottle is not great. And the Band-Aid was like,
Band-Aid.
The biohazard that was
And-
inside
yeah.
of it.
You got the trifecta of
but she's cool
biohazards.
now. Nothing happened.
Well,
funny.
so on that note, I am going to wrap us up today, unless you guys would like to share any other in-depth secrets from your past.
Did we actually talk about one thing related to what we do? We didn't cover anything prop related at all today,
That's
right?
why I asked the question of what would be your favorite prop to make from your favorite movie, or your possible props that are impossible to make, because I wanted to try to make it prop related, sort of.
Okay.
while picking your brains, and I've taken
we
extensive
didn't
notes.
talk about anything we actually do or have coming up. So yeah, we'll save it for next time. Yeah, it's Friday. Yay.
Absolutely. And we'll
See
have
you guys.
some samples to show everybody next week.
All right. All right. You guys have a good
Alrighty.
weekend.
Well, happy Friday. And y'all have a great evening.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.